Welcome back to the Lone Ranger Radio Show. My name is Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage. Thank you for joining me today. We're on our last 15 minutes, so I got a lot to cover. I want to cover what's going on with the Fed, what's expected, what are interest rates going to do for mortgages, how is the Fed rate tied to mortgages? So I want to go through all that with you because it's going to impact everyone, not only in the United States, but globally. We are getting pressure to lower our Fed rate, and I'm going to explain to you exactly how that works and how it trickles down into the mortgage world, because that's what affects me and that's what affects you when it comes to refinancing or purchasing a home. But before I do that, I want to mention to you that business is back growing again. There's more buyers jumping in the market, and I am looking for some additional help. Now, listen, I need people that have at least 2 years experience in the mortgage industry with processors or originators. So if you have been originating loans, and I'm looking preferably for bilingual, but not absolutely, but I need Spanish speaking if possible. I'm looking for loan officers and people that are loan officer assistants. So if that's you, you speak Spanish, speak great English, then I am looking to talk to some really good, talented people. So there are job opportunities. There's good pay. There's great benefits. And I believe I've got the best branch in the country right here. So you want to work with a good mortgage company, you originate loans, or you want to be an assistant to an originator, then give me a call. We've got an opening for a couple of people right now. So 407 706-3313 or 813-213-4009. If you are a loan officer and you have pretty good production, like you're closing, 8, 10 a month, there are branch opportunities for you. So I have branches throughout the state of Florida. I can open branches in any state in the United States. So CrossCountry, #1 retail lender. There's not a mortgage company around that has faster underwriting, better underwriting, fastest processing time, close loans the fastest, best possible pricing of any lender in the industry, and more products than any other lender that I've ever seen. That is what you get here. That's why I'm here. That's why I run this division. It is absolutely, and I don't say that because I would quit this job today if there was a better mortgage company available. I have never, ever seen one. Never. So you want to join a great company, great opportunities, branch opportunities. You can have a satellite branch or a full-on branch. Whatever it is you're seeking, call me. Let's talk about the opportunities. All right, let's get into interest rates. So interest rates in the last month have come down about 3/4 of a point. They were in the mid to low 7s, and now they're in the mid to low 6s. So we've seen 3/4 of a point to a full point in reduction of interest rate. So a lot of people are jumping into refinance. Don't refinance yet. Call me first. Get on my target list, because I think there's going to be better opportunities coming along. But if you're debt consolidation and you're overloaded in debt, let's not wait. Let's do it now. So why did interest rates drop? The Fed hadn't dropped the Fed rate yet. So why did they drop? I'm going to tell you why. 2 reasons. The bond market has improved. Inflation is down. So those 2 things helped interest rates for mortgages, because a mortgage interest rate is not tied to the Fed rate. It has nothing to do with it. The Fed rate is what the banks pay to exchange money with each other. That's it. That's what it is. It has nothing to do with mortgages. Mortgages are tied to the 10 and the 30-year bond market. They're bond yields. They're sold in mortgage-backed securities as bond yields. They don't have anything to do with prime rate. Nothing. So why did rates drop then? Inflation, the bond market improving, and the market has anticipated the Fed is going to drop the Fed rate. So they already bake it into the pricing. So interest rates are already down. So if the Fed drops the Fed rate a quarter point, you're not going to see any reduction of interest rates. It's not going to happen. Now, if they decide to drop it a half a point, which there's a 50-50 chance that that's going to happen now. It used to be only a 30% chance. It started at a 20% chance. Now it's a 50-50 chance on a half a point cut. So we saw the bond market improve this week because they're now anticipating that it might be a 50-point decrease rather than a 25 basis point decrease. So that's what you can expect. So if you are looking to close within the next 30 days, you probably don't want to wait to lock your rate. It's a good time to lock. If you're closing outside of 30 days, then you might see a little bit of an improvement, but I'm not expecting a great deal of improvement. I think the Fed's going to probably drop it half a point. I'm hoping. And then November, they'll probably sit tight and see the effects because it takes 3 months to really see the effects of these rates. Now, if you're purchasing a home right now, I'm still locking high credit score borrowers in. I locked a client in at 4.95% last week. I mean, come on, that's a great rate. Now, is that rate available for everybody? No. Is that a rate quote? No. Am I locking in the fives as well? Absolutely. So everybody's different. All of you are different. So it depends on your credit score, how much you're putting down. Is the seller paying some closing costs? Listen, you're negotiating a deal. Always negotiate seller paid closing costs and know how much to negotiate. Don't negotiate more than the type of loan you're getting allows. Call the loan arranger. I'll guide you in the right direction. But I don't buy houses without negotiating closing costs. As a matter of fact, I would rather get closing costs paid than reduce the price of the house. If I reduce the price of the house, it's just going to affect my appraised value. But if I get closing costs paid, it's dollar for dollar out of my pocket. Think about that. You're buying a $500,000 house and you're putting 5% down. So 25 grand, right? So 5%. Now, if you were to reduce that purchase price by 10 grand and pay $490 with 5% down, you only reduced your cash out of pocket by $500. You reduced the price by $10,000. You only got $500 because you're putting 5% down. Now, if you're putting 20% down, big deal. You got, what'd you get? $2,000 reduction for 10. That ain't squat. I'd rather get 10 grand in closing costs. That's how I negotiate. That's how you should negotiate. If you want a good realtor, call me. I'll connect you with the best realtor. They give you 25% of their commission back in your pocket. And I will connect you with the best real estate agent. Listen, I got real estate agents all the way from Fort Myers, all the way to St. Augustine, Daytona Beach, Orlando, Tampa, St. Pete. You want to go up into Tarpon Springs. How about you want to go Bartow, Lakeland? I mean, I'm telling you, you want to go Daytona. How about Brevard County, all over Brevard County. I reach my radio shows, 3 of them reach from St. Augustine to Fort Myers and just about everywhere in between. Now, it's tough to get over to the East Coast when you're getting south of Cocoa, but sometimes I can reach in that general area with my Bone radio shows. So if you want a great lender, you want great rates, you want an honest opinion, you don't want a bunch of fluff, you don't want a sales pitch, I wouldn't want it either. So call me. I'll be there to help you. Put me to the test. If you don't like me, you don't like what I offer, go to somebody else. I guarantee you won't leave me. It's not going to happen. 407-706-3313. That's my direct cell number in Orlando, or you can call me from my Tampa number, 813-213-4009, or WeBringYouHome.com. WeBringYouHome.com. So the Fed's likely to drop the Fed rate. I don't think you're going to see any type of reduction in interest rates after that happens. I think it's already baked into the pricing. We might see a little bit lower rates by the end of the year. Significantly, no. Probably sometime around February or March before we start seeing rates drop any more. So does that mean you should wait to refinance? Maybe. How do you know? Let me run the numbers. Apply for the loan. Go to WeBringYouHome.com. I'll do a soft credit pull. No hard credit pull. Soft credit pull. We'll run the numbers. We'll punch in the target rate, and then I put you on my target list. And when I can get you that rate or that rate's available, I call you. Your loan's already ready to go. You update me with your bank statements and pay stubs. We go to closing and we start saving money. That's how we do it. Now, for some of you, it might be better to get a home equity line of credit, not a refinance. So let's investigate that as well. And for many of you, you want to look at buying more property. I'm buying property. I think this is a prime opportunity. Why? We have more inventory on the market right now that we've had in over 10 years. 10 years. We have over 11,500 homes in the Central Florida market. We were down to 2,000 homes during COVID. We have 11,000. What does that tell you, buyer? It tells you that there's so many homes on the market right now that you can negotiate a good deal with the seller. Now, does that mean you're going to cut the price significantly? Probably not. But you can get incentives. You can get the roof fixed. You can get repairs. You can get plumbing repairs. You can get a lot of things. You can get closing costs paid. You can ask for rate buy downs. Let me explain to you how you should do it. I love it when you come to me and I tell you how to negotiate a deal and then it comes to fruition. Happens to me every day of the week. I coach people on what I would do. They go out and they do it. And then they save money. And that's what I'm here for. Come on. Give me a chance to earn your business. I'm going to tell you, you won't be disappointed. I mean, I've been doing this for 35 years. Listen, I have 3 radio shows, Spotify, iHeartRadio, podcast, YouTube channel. Check me out. It's the real deal. I'm not telling you that to brag. I got nothing to brag about. I'm good at one really good thing. That is, I'm good at driving a boat, a big boat, and I'm really good at doing mortgages. That's what I do. Anything else? I mean, my wife would probably say he's so-so at most other things. All right. But I'm good at mortgages and I'm good with people and I want to take care of people. I love taking care of you. Listen, you guys are loyal listeners of mine. You've been with me for years. You've been listening to me. Many of you call me some of you are surprised that I actually call you back because I call everybody back. You call me, you're going to get a call back. You don't get a call back from me. You call me and yell at me. You'll get a call back. I guarantee you. I make return phone calls. I don't leave my clients in a lurch. I don't schlep you off to a bunch of assistants. Does that mean I don't have people that help me gather your docs and put your loan together? Of course I have to. I do too many loans. I can't do them all myself. So I have great assistants that help me, but I'm directly involved in every single transaction that goes through my branch. That's it. And don't make the mistake of calling the corporate office or some other local cross-country branch. Call the loan arranger. That's what you get. 813-213-4009. That's 813-213-4009. Or Orlando 407-706-3313 or WeBringYouHome.com. We covered a lot. We covered interest rates. They're probably not going to get much better after the Fed cut. It's probably already baked in. We covered self-employed borrowers, how I've got a great product for you when you're writing off all of your income on your tax returns. I covered first-time home buyers and the programs that are available for you. No Hometown Heroes money available, but there was $2 million available on Monday, and it went in about 30 seconds. So if you're looking for it, you got to call me. You got to be ready. You got to be in contract. We talked about other down payment assistance programs. We talked about debt consolidation, refinance versus home equity line. We talked about purchasing and why it's an opportune time for buyers because there's abundance of homes on the market to choose from. And since there's an abundance, it gives you more negotiating room because there's more sellers than buyers right now. So even though it's considered a seller's market, it's behaving like a buyer's market. That's what you get when you come to the loan arranger. Wouldn't you want to just deal with the best? Why deal with some schleppy mortgage broker or your bank? Your bank is probably the worst place to go. I see so many people go, oh yeah, I went to my bank and you know what? I'm just tired of dealing with them. They don't have good products and good service and their rates weren't as good. Call the loan arranger. All I do is mortgages. I don't do anything else, just mortgages, reverse mortgages, construction perm, renovation loans, VA refinances, VA purchases, reverse mortgages, home equity lines of credit, I mean, I could go on and on and on. I have so many products that I can't even begin to give them out on the air. Down payment assistance programs, self-employed people, 90%. I'll use your 1099, 90% of your income. Show me another lender, I'll do that. That's what you get when you come to the loan arranger at CrossCountry Mortgage. One more time, I'm going to give you my phone number, but don't forget to go to webringyouhome.com and register for my home buying class on September the 18th, 6:30 in Maitland. Reserve a seat immediately because they will fill up. So go to webringyouhome.com. My phone number again, Tampa, 813-213-4009. Orlando, 407-706-3313. Or go to my website at webringyouhome.com. Complete an application right there and then. I won't do a hard credit pull, only a soft credit pull. I'm going to counsel you if we need to fix credit, and I'm going to counsel you on the best program that meets your specific needs. And if I can help you fix your credit now, even though you might not be ready to buy for 6 months or a year, wouldn't that be a benefit? You know, your interest rate is determined based on your credit score. So don't settle yourself short. Call the loan arranger. God bless each and every one of you. Have a great weekend. And